Hello friends, I'm here with a new video. Today's topic, friends, is a little more specific than the previous videos. There were friends who asked questions about this subject and wanted us to describe how to do it. We decided to make a quick video about this. Friends, as can be understood from the title of today's topic, how to change the address or manage a person for LLC companies established in America. As you know, friends. After establishing our private company in America, when we move our company address and business address to another place, we need to officially change these addresses from certain places. Or let's say we opened our company with 3 partners or 2 partners, which we call responsible persons. Now, either our partnership ended and we left, or that responsible person, the person who meets in that manager position there. How can we change? We will show 2 of these. These 2 are already made in the same form, or to put it very briefly, we started a business with 2 partners, opened our company, and while the business was still going on, that partnership ended, and how can we run this business alone? We will show this. How to change that contact. We will show this too. Let's get right to the point, friends, how to make this change. We'll start there first. We will also give a brief reminder of what needs to be done after the change is made. Friends, as you know, there are 2 separate authorities in America, one federal and one state. So there is a federal state. There is also a state there, which we call state. So I give an example. New York is a state. When you make these changes, you must notify the state of New York. Moreover, first of all, you have to make this change federally, let's say from the IRS or the finance department. Finally, we need to notify this change in the city, whichever site we are on. Now let's get into it quickly. Let's start with the federal first. What needs to be done at the federal office, friends, is to fill out this 8822B form and send it to ARS. Let's open it now. Friends, this is our form. This is the empty form of the form, friends. Look, this form is called 8822B. A change of address or responsibility, responsible party. Here you say you are changing the business location. Here you write your company name and EIN number. You write the old address here. I will show you one example now. Then you write your new address here, the address you just changed. By the way, new mailing address and business address will be the same. If you want your mailing address, that is, the address to which mail is sent to you, to be different from your company address, you can write it separately. But generally we want them to be the same. If you want to request the responsible party, that is, the responsible person we mentioned at the beginning of the video, you need to write his name and his SSN, IT or IN number here. If you want to get information or details about this, what it calls SS4 form actually refers you to the EN form. You can look there. If this information is not available for this responsible person, he or she may need to fill out an SS4 form there. And then you sign here, friends. After you write your phone number here, there are 2 addresses you need to send in the last part, friends. Firstly, it says that if your old address is one of these, Connecticut, Delaware, District of Columbia, Georgia, or etc., pay attention to this address as your old address. No, your old address is Alabama, Alaska, etc., or any place outside the United States. So I'll give you an example. A Turkish friend of ours founded a company. He showed Turkey the address of the company he founded. Since it is outside of the United States, this form will need to be sent to this address. After filling out, you will send this form to one of these addresses. Here he already explained some things briefly. You can look, but there is nothing other than what we said. It's not very difficult. I will show one example. Look, in this example, friends, a friend of ours filled it in. Here he wrote business location, air number, etc. Of course, I will have to freeze this information, FYI. I just showed it as an example. Look, he signed it, dated it, etc., and sent it. Now, friends, what did we say in the first part? We said in the first part that we need to report this in the federal part. We reported it to the federal. 2. Now we will declare it to be in the state. For example, we are on my company deliver.gov, friends. I go to deliver.gov. There is a government website called One Stop for Deliver.gov companies. Here, friends, I need to change my address in the same way. Look what Lai says here. If any of the information below has changed, please make it ready and send it to us. How is it going to be? Mailing location address is the issue we are focusing on. Has contact information changed? Has the company name changed? EIN number or SSN, his social security, his business activities. So you went from wholesaler to retailer or something else. Or if you have obtained any license and you want to close the license, how do you do this, friends? You call this change license. If any of this information has changed, we change this here in the state, that is at the state level, and in the thing there. Finally, I will give an example from whatever site you are on. I am in New York City. New York, I will first change this at the local tax authority in New York City. Then I'll change that in New York State. Then I will change it federally at the IRS. Now, is the process finished after doing these, guys? Of course it doesn't end. After doing these, I say this as a reminder, what do we need to change? There are things that need to be remembered and done. First, the new EIN number. Let me tell you this. When we get the tax number, the IRS sends us an EIN verification letter with the EIN number written on it. Let's call this an email, a paper. On this is our email number and our information. Now, if you have changed the address, naturally you can contact the IRS. When you type the IRS phone number into Google, it will appear directly. You must request a new verification lead to your new address. You must request a new verification ledger for your new address and use that ledger from now on. If you had a license, permit or certificate that you had previously received, naturally this address had to be changed because we changed the address. I'll give you an example. Look what it says after you enter here in Deliver, Renew Licenses or Change a License. You had received a license, that is a seller's license, a business license. How will you change this? When you say change a license, you need to change the address of your current license. You need to change your bank account, credit card information, etc. Don't forget these. And if manufacturers and wholesalers have it, your company information will naturally be there. You shop there from them. You will want to change the information on them, replace them. Don't forget, if you have a service provider affiliated with your company, that is electricity, natural gas, water, etc., if there is anything, you need to call and replace them. For example, Con Edison provides electricity distribution service in New York State. You need to call Con Edison and say, this is my address, this is my company address. Naturally, if you have a website and social media addresses, you need to change the address of your company there as well. I hope it was short and concise and descriptive. If you have questions about this, you can write in the comments section. Thank you so much for listening. I wish you all good luck.